the girls at Sacred Heart in Halifax. My name's Jenny Bewald. I'm a self-described Ottawa expert. I know you guys are supposed to go to Ottawa this spring, and it's a real shame you can't go with everything going on right now. But luckily you have me to show you around, and I'm gonna do so on my rollerblades because Ottawa's got lots of great trails where people like to run, bike, or my personal favorite, they blade. Okay, let's get going. Okay girls, as you can see, this is Queen Victoria Street. You'll notice that the monarchy is a real theme in Ottawa because technically Canada is still a monarchy, the monarchy of Canada, which is why we have a parliamentary style government that is modeled on the British style. And we'll see more Queen Victoria stamped all over the city. Hey guys, so this is the Governor General's house, currently occupied by Julie Payette. The Governor General is technically appointed by the Queen on the advice of the Prime Minister. A couple fun facts. Technically, it is the Governor General who signs off on all of the cabinet ministers, though it is on recommendation of the Prime Minister. They also have the final say-off on all of the laws passed. So, still lots of informal ties to the British monarchy, although it is all ceremonial largely now. All right, let's keep going. This is a statue of current Queen Elizabeth II, on a horse. All hail the Queen. Gals, this here is the Royal Canadian Mint. This is where we make the money in Canada. Usually it's open for tours, but obviously with COVID it's not right now. But you know, I went for a tour here once when I was about your guys' age, and I gotta say, it's pretty boring. So you're not missing much, but there you go. That's where we make our money. Moving on. Okay guys, so this is pretty cool. The tulips in Ottawa have been planted. Every year we have a tulip festival here. And we've got these beautiful tulips planted all along the capital, downtown. The tulips are sent from Holland every year as a thank you for liberating Holland during World War II. Canadian soldiers liberated Holland, and as a thank you, we got these beautiful tulips. I'm pretty sure that's the story. Okay gals, this is 24 Sussex, where the Prime Minister usually lives, but our current Prime Minister Justin Trudeau doesn't live here because it's in urgent need of repairs. This is kind of a fun lesson about government, right? It's needed repairs, this place, for years and years now, probably the last 20 years at least, but nobody wants to pass a law to spend money on their own house, so instead we pay $2.3 million a year to let it sit there dilapidated. Fun stuff. Okay, next place. Hey gals, me again. So here I am in downtown Ottawa, and right over there is Gatineau, Quebec. Right now the borders are closed because of COVID, so the border between Quebec and Ontario is all closed up, but look at that, we can see it from there, and it's got lots of cool stuff too. Usually Gatineau and Ottawa are very interconnected. Lots of people who live in Gatineau work in Ottawa, and vice versa probably. But for now, because of COVID, all shut down. But, and here we are, so Ottawa, Gatineau, Ontario, Quebec. Isn't that so? Okay, and here we are at Parliament, okay? It's under construction a little bit, it usually is, but this is where all the lawmakers meet to pass the laws in Canada and to talk to the media and to argue with each other. This is where it all happens. Isn't that cool? Okay girls, so we're down here at Parliament Hill, where there's lots of statues of historical figures all around us. That one there is a memorial to the fallen soldiers in World War I and II. Over here is a statue of Canada's longest serving Prime Minister, Leon Mackenzie King. Now, he's a personal favorite of mine because he served during the Great Depression and afterwards was responsible for introducing unemployment insurance as well as old age pensions. So those are two important programs that are still really important today, especially during the COVID. Now, I'm a big fan of William Mackenzie King, but you know what? I don't think the guy who made his statue was, because I've seen some much better statues around. This one is kind of shoddy. I kind of think that our longest serving prime minister deserves best than this weird shaped head. What do you think? This statue commemorates the time that we beat the Americans in the War of 1812. So there you go, America. We've got a statue reminding you not to come at us right here at the Capitol. Hey guys, I know you have ducklings in Halifax too, but look, even if it doesn't look like it, it's springtime. All the little duckies are out. Yay! Right, check this out. This is our giant spider that sits outside of the National Art Gallery of Canada. Don't really know why we have it, but you know, looks pretty cool. People like to look at it. And if you guys were here, I'm sure you'd love it. All right behind me here is the National Arts Center. That's where a lot of plays are put on, both local and from all over the place. There's also some really cool art exhibits that often go on in there. And I'm getting married there September 25th. It was supposed to be May 9th, but it was canceled because of the COVID outbreak. But that's okay. It's going to be a great wedding on May 25th. This needlessly imposing building behind me is the American Embassy, which was largely criticized when it was built because it looks like a giant battleship and overshadows much of the Canadian Parliament. So really perfect representation of America. Now this here is the Ottawa-Rideau Canal. It runs kind of all the way through downtown Ottawa. It's beautiful, it's nice and big, and couple fun facts about the canal. One, it's the world's largest outdoor skating rink. So in the wintertime, this is all frozen and people skate on it. And secondly, one time a flamingo landed in the canal. That was something that happened when I was about your age, and it was crazy. Okay, this statue is a personal favorite of mine. This is a statue of Terry Fox. He lost his leg to cancer, and he actually tried to run across Canada, running up to, I think, like 50 kilometers a day to raise money and awareness for cancer research. He's a real Canadian hero and a testament to the greatness of the human spirit. I didn't make that up. It says it right there on the plaque. Personal hero of mine and truly a great Canadian, and he sure had a great run. Okay girls, so this statue is really cool and really important. This is a statue of the famous five. These five women were instrumental in granting women the right to vote. So this is just commemorating them. Definitely a cool thing to look up if you ever get some time. This is the eternal flame that burns bright 24/7, 365, much like the flame I carry for this great city. Now this was built for the 100th anniversary of Canada in 1967. I don't know what they're going to build for the 150th, which was celebrated in 2017, but I'm told it's going to be a statue of a bunch of people looking disappointed in a long line. So I've talked a lot about how the monarchy kind of runs through the Canadian Constitution, and you can kind of see that all over Ottawa. This here is a sign just showing that Ottawa is the capital because the Queen said so. Thanks, Queen. Okay, girls, that concludes our Ottawa virtual field trip. Hopefully you guys will be able to visit the city in person one day, but thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something. I know I did by looking at all of those sites. And I hope you guys have a great summer. Hopefully we're going to be able to meet up in groups and travel and do all that fun stuff really soon. Okay, bye girls.